Do you know what a knockout punch is? We're going to use some scraps today, and we are going to create a fun Halloween page. Stick around. Okay, you know the drill. Little bit of business first. Don't forget to head here. You can find out more about joining my team. They're paying you $1 right now to join this no pressure, no minimums direct sales business. So easy. You can contact me to schedule a beginner class, and I can get you some free stuff, whether you're local to me or not. You can find a link to my Creative Memories website where you can shop some of the products that I'm going to use today. You can also register for my crops and retreats and workshops. And finally, I have some awesome, no longer available items, some digital products, and some pre-made scrapbook pages all in my goodies, plus my Amazon must-have list. So go check it out. Today we're using some Halloween scraps. We have a couple Halloween collections available currently, and I'm using a little bit of all of it. So go check it out on my website. We're going to use some scraps and a knockout style border maker cartridge. Stick around. Okay, so like I said, I have some scraps. This was Full Moon Fun. This might have been Happy Hauntings. And I think this might have been too. And then this is just a piece of, a cream piece of colored cardstock I found. So the first thing I want to do is cut this piece in half. We're just using scraps. This is approximately a little more than 3.5, but I'm literally just going to eyeball it and cut it in half. It's not really going to matter much. And then I want to cut 3 inches off of this guy because we are going to do some welding. I love welding with scraps. All right. Let's see. I do want to use that knockout punch I was telling you about. So the knockout style border maker cartridges are the ones that leave the paper intact. Sorry, that was loud. They leave the paper intact and they just knock out pieces. So like the bats and stars. That's a knockout because it's leaving the shape of your paper, but it's knocking out all these pieces. All of that just to get the multi-purpose tool out of here, out of where I keep it. Okay, so don't forget to check your punches when you get them. Get all the oil out of them on some scrap paper if that bothers you. And make sure they operate properly. There is a 90-day warranty on them. Isn't that fun? But you know, we don't have, and I didn't have to do the whole thing, I suppose. We don't typically have white bats. I guess there are some probably. But that is fun punch poop. Bats and stars. I'm not going to save it today. We're going to move on. I am going to tape this guy on the back, but I want this guy on the top. So we're just going to weld it together with this black piece of paper. Makes sense? So let's get some adhesive out. Remember, you're just lining the 2 pieces up as close as you can get them together and putting tape down the crack or the seam. And you might put a little more than normal, than what you would normally use. And since we're going to come down here with this black sheet of paper, I'm going to just put some more there. And you know what? Let's just cut a little bit off of this so we can use the other piece for, I'm just cutting 1 inch off. So this piece is 2 inches. So I'm welding with a piece of 2-inch piece of black, and then look how fun that is. And we might need some more tape there because I can see. Oh, you know what? We'll cover that up, so it's fine. Now the next thing I want to do, because I want this green that I have here for the bottom as well, but since we didn't measure, we're going to line it up on our 13 by 13 mat and just recreate a 12-inch piece of paper. And again, I'm going to put tape down the seam. And I'm going to use my little black welding strip. And now our 12 by 12 sheet is complete. All right. So the other thing I was going to use up was these candy corns. So I'm going to put these candy corns on this seam just to hold that together a little more. Perfect. I'll do the same at the bottom. This is going to be a really fast page, guys. Yes. And then I love this. I think it's a great little piece. It's part of Happy Hauntings, I believe. And I'm just going to trim some of it off because it's showing some black. And this is what I'm going to build my embellishment cluster on. So I'm going to go ahead and tape that down. This might have been from Full Moon Fun, actually, now that I think about it. But we have Happy Hauntings or Full Moon Fun. We have pieces of both of them still available. This I'm just going to use as a little journaling box. And then this is going to be my photo mats, this orange. And I think I'm just going to do some 4x4s because I like them. So I cut it 4 and then cut it 4 twice more. And we'll just see how these are all going to lay on here. We can certainly cover up some bats. It's always the challenging part, isn't it? Probably come down like this some. Or even this way. One last thing I want to do. I love this fence punch for the Border Maker system. And it is not available at the moment, but it is coming back. So if you want to be on the list for this or want me to remind you when it's back, send me a message and I will make sure that you either get one when they come back or I will let you know to go on and order it. I'm going to set this aside. It fits for lots of things. It's a cute little fence, but I love the spooky aspect of it too. So I'm going to cut some of this that we trimmed off in this fence. Punch poop's not very fabulous for this one. You're done with your Border Maker system. And I'm going to go ahead and trim this a little more. Because it's just going to go on the bottom of my page. And this would be a good thing to save for welding strips. Or other things, I suppose. Let's get rid of our punch poop. Let's bring this guy back over. I want this down here. I love it. I have my little silicone mat over here. Maybe they will come back with this at some point. I'm not sure, but it's pretty handy. That's so cute. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and tape these down because I like it the way it is. And then I have a few stickers that I am gonna be real honest with you. I have no idea which collection they're from. I have a feeling they're an older collection, but the good thing about Halloween is it doesn't matter. Most of the time the colors are gonna be orange, black, you know, normal Halloween colors. So it really doesn't matter. All right, so we have Happy Halloween. Cute. I think I have some pumpkins. Look at these cute guys. Except for he really doesn't match my orange that I'm using. That's okay. How about we got this bat. Definitely need some foam squares. Ooh, we might just put him right here. Yep. And then we have a spider. Like I said, don't fall in love with these stickers. I think they're pretty old. So they definitely need used. Creepy. And I like this pumpkin. What else do we have? We have some candy. We have Creep It Real. I kind of just like these little sentiments. And I'm not sure what this is supposed to be. Flower? Not sure. It's got a spider. How about some candy? Candy's always good to have. We'll just put it down here. Okay, so there you go. Take my idea, run with it. It doesn't matter how old your collection is or if you mix and match. Happy Halloween! I hope you liked that. Show me, I would love to see your versions or what you did with that idea. Use some knockout punches. Remember to let me know if you want to be on the list for the picket fence or the, it's not picket fence, rustic fence maybe. Let me know if you want to be on the list. Don't forget to see what all I offer here. And I appreciate you all so much for liking, following, subscribing, you know, all the things. And I will see you next time.